Simply taking a gander at Nvidia's astounding presentation, $3 trillion. Did you envision it could be this way a long time back, that the world could unfurl along these lines? Of course, all along, I need to hint with a truly entertaining story that happened as of late. McDonald's in China. In the event that you request a McFlurry, they inquire as to whether you need Nvidia keychain with it. It just sells for $20. However, the issue is they simply made that accessible to less than 10,000 clients, so their Nvidia keychain is now sold out, and it's currently in the retail market and sells for many dollars. Elon remarked on this, and he said that he had no clue about this was occurring and added, "All things considered, I will have some. Only for you to be aware, the primary connection in the portrayal, click on it if you need to purchase this Nvidia keychain." I couldn't say whether this is a joint effort, however. Nvidia in China has posted about this, and furthermore McDonald's in China posted about it. In any case, in the following several years, this item could try and sell for large number of dollars. We don't get that many opportunities to purchase intriguing collectibles like this. At any rate, find the connection in the portrayal and rush, since we have only 100 pieces left. It's so wonderful to see. Any guidance for an individual chief? How would we arrive? Anything that you do, don't construct GPUs. Okay. Let me tell the group we want to pull out. Amazing man. Thus, we invested a ton of energy toward the beginning of today discussing information insight, which, by what we mean, endeavors. They have this large number of exclusive information preparing man-made intelligence models that are tweaked on their information that they have. How significant is that? Is that something you see? Is that something that we really want to put more in? And what are you hearing? Indeed, every organization's business information is their goldmine, and each organization is perched on mother lodes. In the event that you have a flywheel of administrations or items, clients partaking in those administrations and items, giving you criticism, you can gathering information for a significant stretch of time. It very well may be client-related. It very well may be market-related. It very well may be store network-related. We all have flywheels of information that we've been gathering for quite a while. We're perched on heaps of pieces. Yet the truth is not a solitary one of us have truly had the option to separate knowledge, or, much more significantly, distill insight out of it, as of recently. As we're really started up, I realize we are, and we're involving it in our chip configuration. We're involving it in our bugs data set. We're involving it in making new items and administrations, and we're involving it in our store network. Furthermore, for the absolute first time, we currently have a business. We presently have a designing cycle that begins with information handling and refinement and learning models, and afterwards sending the models and interfacing that flywheel, gathering more information, right? Definitely. As we're doing that in our organization, and it's making it workable for us to be perfectly honest, be quite possibly of the biggest little organization on the planet. Furthermore, the justification for that, obviously, is on the grounds that we have such countless A's in the organization helping us out, doing astounding things, and I think each organization is this way, Thus, I think this is only an exceptional time, and it begins with information. It begins with Databricks. That is wonderful. Much thanks. I'm interested, There's this entire discussion fermenting. SHUP models versus open source models. Are open source going to get up to speed? Are both going to exist? Is it will ultimately be overwhelmed by one Goliath, SHUT source model? How things are playing out. What is on your mind the entire open source environment? And how significant has it been for the advancement of LLMs? And how significant is it will proceed? Indeed, we really want boondocks models. We really want astonishing outskirts models. Obviously, the work that OpenAI is doing, the work that Google is doing, is extremely significant in pushing the wildernesses and assisting us with finding what's conceivable. Be that as it may, if you somehow happen to take a gander at this year, likely the main occasions this year were connected with open source. Llama 2, presently Llama 3 and Marigo. The work that you folks did at Databricks, DBRX. Do I need to say DBRX? DBRX, isn't that so? DBRX, DBRX, DBRX. I think ridiculously cool stuff. Furthermore, the justification for why it's so truly cool is on the grounds that it enacted each and every venture organization. It made it feasible for each organization to be a. Definitely, we're really energized. I'm really eager to report here that we will put DBRX inside NIMs and we will serve it on Databricks. Also, really, any new models that we foster from now on, we're really amped up for NIMs to make one of these endpoints. These APIs, these huge language model APIs, the stack is truly muddled. These are Goliath models. Despite the fact that, they appear to be little nowadays, they're still computationally truly huge, and the registering stack is truly muddled. There are many conditions important to make one of these endpoints. No doubt. Thus, we made this thing called the Nvidia derivation microservice, where we bundle up each of the conditions. We enhance every last bit of it. We have a plant in the organization with this large number of designers working who are specialists in doing this, and we bundle it up into a microservice, and you can appreciate it at Databricks. You can download it and take it with you. You can tweak it with microservices that we call Nemo and use it any place you like. It runs in each and every cloud, runs on-prem. You can appreciate it all over the place. Very marvelous thing. Definitely, no doubt. It's amazing you might in fact run it on-prem. At the end of the day, that is, it's not. You don't need to be on the cloud. That is really wonderful. All right. So when we converse with clients, that's what we're hearing. They need to foster this kind of skill in-house to modify models to acquire advantage. What do you honestly think about that? I think from here on out, look, what's going on in this present reality is that we've sorted out an approach to tokenize practically any data, practically any information, and we can separate construction, comprehend, get familiar with its portrayal, figure out the significance of that data of practically any sort. It very well may be, obviously, sound, discourse, words, language, pictures, recordings. It very well may be synthetic compounds and proteins. It might be advanced mechanics, enunciation, and control. It very well may be controlling wheel enunciation driving. We can tokenize nearly anything, and on the grounds that these cloud server farms are truly delivering tokens, we're fabricating something very remarkable. For the absolute first time, you have this instrument called these simulated intelligence supercomputers that we fabricate. It's creating tokens, producing tokens in basically a processing plant that is intended for that one work. And this capacity for us to make knowledge at scale is really new. What's more, that is one reason why I'm basically 100% sure presently as we're constructing these man-made intelligence plants wherever for this multitude of various ventures that we're in, we're toward the start of another modern upset. Rather than producing power, we're creating insight. Each organization, obviously at its establishment, is about area-explicit insight. Definitely, not very many organizations in the world find out about information and information handling and simulated intelligence and the framework important to do all that than Databricks. We are very accomplished in the work that we do, and we're at this establishment about that space-explicit knowledge. Each organization is. It very well may be monetary administrations, it very well may be medical care, whatnot. Thus, by the day's end, all of us will become insight makers. What's more, in the event that you will be knowledge producers today, you have HR. Later on, you will have, HR for man-made intelligence, and we call them simulated intelligence industrial facilities. So each and every organization should do that. We are doing that. That's what you're doing. We see organizations huge and little doing that. Thus, later on, 100% of us will do that. You start with, obviously, your space-explicit information. It's sitting in Databricks someplace. You will deal with that information and refine and separate insight out of it. You will place it into a flywheel. You will have an artificial intelligence manufacturing plant. We all will. Better believe it, this is so wonderful. I absolutely 100% have faith in this. And one thing we're amped up for is, we do a great deal of information handling, and information handling, it resembles huge sums. I think we process around 4 exabytes consistently, 4,000 petabytes consistently in Databricks. And, It is the single biggest figuring interest on Earth today. Handling information, definitely, right. Each and every organization gets it done. Definitely, precisely, and it's quite parallelizable. We rehash similar activities and over. Along these lines, I'm outrageously, truly eager to accomplice together to bring that sort of GP. As a matter of fact,